points of this video. One was more so of the other, so like more portion of it, but yeah. But the main part of the video I was going to talk about was, I want to focus more on my situation, because for those of you viewers that don't know, I battled cancer about 4 years ago. I'm 4 years cancer free, going along 5 hopefully. It was a really hard time for me, and I just want to like talk about what it was like to have your immune system compromised, because obviously what's going on right now, if you catch or if you happen to be diagnosed with COVID-19, the likelihoods of you surviving it are low. I heard, or I see on the news all the time, that more people are dying. A lot of people, I know a lot of my friends, or just people in general, don't take it serious. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about what it was like, or what it's like to have a compromised immune system. I'm healthy now. Yeah, let's get started. Let's roll back all the way to when I first started feeling these symptoms. Way back in 2012 is when everything initially started. I remember receiving my first treatment. It was doxorubicin and cisplatin and methotrexate. I think there were 3. I want to say it was doxorubicin and cisplatin. Those were the 2 I got together. And people would always say you get this metal taste in your mouth. I don't really feel that. I didn't really feel that. But I remember the first day of treatment, I felt like complete crap. All I wanted to do was throw up and sleep to like pass by the time of feeling sick and whatnot. So that was one thing. I didn't really start feeling sick until like I guess a month in, I want to say. The first thing I noticed was I would start bleeding a lot. Like I would bleed really easily and bruise really easily. And the reason for that was because my platelets were low, which means those are your red blood cells. I'm pretty sure. Those are your red blood cells, right? And, sorry. The other thing was that when they would clean it, they'd put a brand new one on. But before they would have to put the brand new one on, they had to clean it with alcohol wipes. And if you've ever had like a cut or an open wound and put alcohol on it, I'm sure you know how that feels. It burns like hell, and I'd have to do that every week. There'd be some times where I'd be like, I don't want to say gross. There'd be some weeks where I wouldn't tell my mom when to change it, just because I didn't want to get that burn sensation and the freaking pulling off. Because sometimes when they change it and tug on my tubes, or anytime the tug on my tubes would like hurt, there'd be like little kids who'd pull on my tubes. They wouldn't know any better, so I can't really say anything about that. But pulling on my tubes, rubbing on my tubes, and changing of my tubes, that sucked really bad too. And if I didn't change it, then it would lead to an infection, leading to me to get sick, causing me to get a fever, and from that point on, everything would go bad. But some symptoms I always felt, or symptoms I always had when I'd be out and about. Here's a story of me playing soccer. One time I was out playing soccer with like 3 of my friends. My mom told me not to do anything stupid. And I remember going, and it was at Billberg, and if you don't know where Billberg is, it's a park in Salina. There's a little like hill thing, there's like sidewalk, and we were just playing soccer, and we were riding ripsticks, and I decided to be the idiot who rode the ripstick down the little ramp thing. It didn't end well. For one, when I was going down, I got scared because there was a bump in like the sidewalk, like going up, and I didn't want to hit that bump because I knew for a fact that the tire would like go up and then I'd fly off. So I tried doing it the smart way, jumping off before. I was going down, and before I hit the bump, I decided to jump off and try to jump into the grass, and I completely missed the grass by like probably like 5 yards. I don't know, something like that. I think I jumped forward instead of to the side, and I did like 2 somersaults on the ground, and I scraped my elbow. This was like a little scar there. Still have it, and I have a scar on my knee too. My friends didn't know that I was bleeding, so I was legit laying there for like 5 minutes, wondering if my friends are gonna come check on me. Yeah, I didn't even think they knew what happened, but I was like, there I was just laying down, and I decided to get up on my own and just, like, walk up the hill. They saw that I was bleeding, and we didn't have band-aids on us, of course. So yeah, but what they ended up doing was, my friend had soccer tape, so she wrapped it around with soccer tape, and she had tissues. So they put a tissue on my knee and soccer tape around it to like compress the wound, like a band-aid kind of. And they did that to my arm too. And then one of the moms come, and ironically, the mom works with my mom at the hospital. Are you gonna tell my mom? She already told my mom. Then I get home, then I get yelled at, and so on. Yeah, I didn't end very well, and yeah, that kind of sucked. It was on my birthday. I just started feeling lightheaded all of a sudden, like I was gonna faint, and like I almost fainted on the stairs. That kind of was scary for like my family and my parents, because they didn't know what was going on. And I think that was the second time I got sent to the ambulance. But yeah, they took me to the hospital right away, and they called the doctors, and right after they put me on an ambulance. And I hope you guys know how much ambulances cost. I think for a ride. There was this one time in like 6th grade. I know I would bleed a lot through my nose, like just randomly. I don't like if you ever bleed like from hot air. I would just bleed randomly. And I remember one time I was in class. We're just learning, getting our education on, and I remember feeling like saw something red on the table and more of it coming out, and there my nose was bleeding, and it was like bleeding really bad. And I don't know if you ever know what a blood clot is, but a blood clot in your nose is kind of like a blood booger, and it was like chew. But yeah, I remember I was sent to the nurse right away. Oh, that reminds me of another story. I know I would dry heave a lot. If you don't know what dry heaving is, it's basically throwing up nothing. And I remember one day at school, if you guys don't know what Crispitos are, they're like burritos, like my favorite lunch. And it was Crispito Day, and I remember I was so excited for Crispito Day, and there we are, going down the line to the classroom, and I went to the bathroom, like ran to the bathroom, and I just started to like throwing up or dry heaving all over the toilet right before lunch. And I remember I was so mad because I didn't get to eat Crispito, and the other part was I had to go home. So I missed Crispito Day, and I got sent home. And I remember all I wanted to do was be at home, hang out with my friends. But couldn't really do that. And yeah, no Crispito for me. But yeah, being in that situation wasn't like the best time for me, because I remember, I'm saying that a lot, but I can remember I wouldn't be able to go out, like hang out with my friends. The reason I brought this topic up was because it was so I guess social distancing kind of thing. Well, not social norms. We're doing like an essay, not really an essay, but it was something on my English homework in the social norms, and how the social norm is for a kid to the average American kid, go to school, get a job, hang out with friends, hang out with family, to be a regular kid. And I know I've talked about this before. I have a podcast where I talk about my whole story, but I guess I didn't really talk about my immune system. But I'm going more into detail. But having an a compromised immune system is not fun. So yeah, and another situation like this with the virus going around, I'm one of those that is highly. Let's see if I can say this word, susceptible. So something, you know what I'm talking about. Susceptible. I don't know. I'm at high risk to catching the virus if I were to catch the virus, and the likelihood of me surviving, I don't know what they are. I'm pretty sure they're pretty low, but yeah. Um, that was like the main part that I wanted to talk about. I guess I don't really have any more stories. They're all pretty much the same. Me not listening to my mom or the doctors, and yeah. That was my life back then, but title of this video is being compromised, my immune system. This is not clickbait, by the way. So for all you people who think this is clickbait, calm down. It's not clickbait. But yeah. Little life update. Right now I'm just working out. I have this little gym downstairs. Just keeps me going. Working out every day. Working on those gains as much as I can until this thing uplifts. But yeah, keeping a positive attitude as much as I can. Haven't lost my mind yet. But yeah. But if you stuck to the end of this video, I just want to say appreciate you guys, and it's getting pretty late, so I'm probably gonna end the video about here. Again, thanks for watching. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Lava tus manos. Again, thanks for watching the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. But otherwise, smash the thumbs up button, and catch you guys on the next one. Peace.